Welcome to another video of Healthy with Daisy. You know what we are gonna do today, right? Working out tips, duh. That's right. Least favorite part. I gotta admit that. Okay, so 12-year-old shoot her father, then herself in murder pact with another girl, police says. A 12-year-old girl shot her father and then herself in a murder pact she made with a friend to kill their families and pets. U.S. police have said officers in Texas found the girl, who has not been named because she is a minor, with a gunshot wound to the head outside her home in Weatherford around 11:30 p.m. on September 20 September. They also found her 38-year-old father inside the house with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. The force said the girl is believed to have shot her father, fled the scene, and then shot herself. They were taken to local hospitals by air ambulance. Their conditions are unknown. Detectives said the suspect had allegedly planned for several weeks to murder her family and pets. They said she had been in contact with another girl from Lufkin, Texas, to discuss the murder plot. The other girl had also planned to murder her father but did not go through with the plan, police said. The pair had then planned for the girl from Weatherford to drive to Lufkin, picked up the second suspect, and run away together to Georgia. The Lufkin girl has been charged with criminal conspiracy in the planning of murder plot. Parker County Sheriff Rush said the case was in its early stages and was under active investigation due to the injuries, the age of the juveniles, and the sensitive case matter. Information released regarding this case will be limited. Okay, so British head teacher, oh my god. British head teacher who groomed 131 children worldwide. Okay, jail for 20 months. 20 months only? Okay, so a British head teacher who groomed at least 131 children worldwide using social media while working at school in Iraq has been jailed for 20 months. Nicholas Clayton, 38, from the Wirral, used Facebook messengers to contact children as young as 10, asking for photos and attempting to sexually abuse them. He was caught after asking a 30-year-old boy from Cambodia for photos of his naked upper torso and arranging to pay for the child to travel to Malaysia so they could meet. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Okay, so the National Crime Agency NCA received intelligence about the communication and arrested him when he returned to the UK. Investigators found Clayton has been messaging hundreds of boys from across the globe, spanning the Philippines, Sri Lanka, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Iraq, Morocco, Turkey, and others over a period of just 3 months. He appeared at Liverpool Crown Court on 23 August, where he admitted 3 counts of sexual communication with a child under 16 years and 1 charge of inciting the sexual exploitation of a child. On Tuesday, he was sentenced to 20 months in prison and made the subject of a sexual harm prevention order for 15 years. The case has prompted a fresh call for a robust online safety bill, with the NSPCC warning plans by Meta, which owns Facebook, to introduce end-to-end encryption will blindfold authorities to similar predators. Okay, so and felt a surge of anger. I couldn't find the tears, but then I thought back to my Ellie and know she wouldn't want me to feel that way, he wrote in a post on social media. Thinking of all the first day of school with my Ellie, no one expects to have to bury their child after leaving them at school, he said in another post. Jennifer Lugo, Ellie's mother, said in a post the night before the first day of school that her stomach was in a big knot, and she was sure the family would be leaving the house with tears and not smiles. I'm missing one of my babies, she said, adding that Ellie loved school and was always excited to get up and get ready for with her sister. Kimberly and Felix Rubio, whose daughter Lexi was killed, said ahead of the first day of school that they were frightened for their for their 5 other children. I don't know that the school district has done everything that I would like to see as far as security measures, but I also know it's important for the kids to have some sort of routine, so trying to balance what's best for them, Kimberly said. Lexi has been on her mind, she said, and meeting her youngest son's teacher was incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult to go on campus knowing that Lexi is not going to be meeting a teacher this year, Kimberly said. Students across the state were marooned to school Tuesday in support of the UVA community. Robb Elementary has not reopened since the shooting, and its surviving student has been scattered to different schools in the area. The school district also added virtual options this year for parents who didn't feel comfortable sending their children back into classroom. Parents arriving at some local school Tuesday morning were greeted with taller fences, increased security and cameras, a large law enforcement presence, more counselors, and even emotional support dogs. Outside Dalton Elementary School in Uvalde, Esther said that one of her children had attended Robb Elementary at the time of the shooting and had received counseling because she was traumatized. But Natalie, whose children are 7 and 8 years old, says she felt safer with the added security measure. I'm on the positive side, so I hope that what happened last year won't happen again, she said. For right now, I think they are in good hands. Pre-kindergarten teacher Belinda Remides says she wasn't nervous about the start of the school year in the shadow of the tragedy. She's happy that school is starting again, but also just a bit sad for the kids, she said. Her nephew attended Robb Elementary last school year. We asked him and he just stayed quiet, so I know he's a bit nervous, but we are happy that school is starting back up, and when we start, I think it will get all better, she said. We have to just continue to move forward. Late last month, Uvalde School Police Chief Pete Arredondo was fired by Texas City's school board, which voted unanimously to oust him. The embattled chief removed capped 3 months of outrage over the botched law enforcement response to the shooting at Robb Elementary. 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds passed from the time police entered the building May 24 until the gunman was killed, Texas Department of Public Safety Director Steve McCraw has said. A scathing report released in July by Texas House Committee investigating the mass shooting found systemic failures and poor decision making by law enforcement and the school district. And her husband Julio have made helping their 10-year-old daughters return to school a priority. The girl, Madison, was at Robb Elementary the day of the shooting. The family has enrolled Madison in a private school, which they say made safety upgrades after the shooting. I want to just shelter her as a mom and just keep her home, but of course, I don't want her to live in fear, she said.